Welcome to the second part of the basic programming concepts. Here we will run this concept through a recipe. We will see how to prepare an omelette. To do this, we need to break 4 eggs and then mix. Add some cream. If I have cheese, add cheese. Finally mix. Then let cook for 5 minutes. If we take this recipe inside, we have the numbers and that correspond to the variable. In fact, we can name a variable like number of eggs and store 4 inside. And if we want our program to adapt according to the number of people, we can calculate the number of eggs through the number of people. As it's written here, the number of eggs is equal to the number of people multiplied by 2, knowing that one person consumes 2 eggs. This is the point of variables. So, we have variables of type string. For example, if we take an ingredient equal to cheese, we must not forget the double quotes when declaring a string variable. Then we have the functions. If we look at our recipe, we can see actions like break, mix, add, mix, and cook. These can be called functions, and when we look closely, we have 2 times mix. And in programming, we can write the mix function once and write it every time. Then we have the conditions. If we look closely at our recipe, we have the if cheese, then we add the cheese. Otherwise, we don't add anything. In programming, we call the if and else. Concerning the loops, we can create the function break eggs, and inside it we can put the function break an egg, break an egg, break an egg, break an egg 4 times, and this in a repeated way. That's why we use loops, because loops allow us to shorten the code and just repeat each time with a few lines of code. You can repeat the same thing several times, like this break the eggs functions, which takes a parameters on the number of eggs. And inside this function we have do n times break an egg. That means that here in our functions we put 10. We take the parameter 10, which means 10 eggs. We're going to do 10 times break an egg. And you see that this is a way to really shorten, which is very important for a developer. Then for loops in programming, we have the for and we have the while. The notion of algorithm. It should be noted that an algorithm is a way of doing things. We can explain it. This can be explained through 3 recipes. We have the first recipe, which has 6 elements, the second one which has 5 elements, and the third one which has 3 elements. We can see that the third one allows the user to be faster, but it is not necessarily the best method, and inside we can find disadvantages, as we can find the shells and the fact that they are not well cooked. It should be noted that the algorithms allows us to have a certain robustness, ergonomics, and flexibility on our codes. We see you soon for the creation of our first program.